Hey everybody, it's Dustin for Wearable Fandom. We're here at MegaCon 2025 and it's time for a wearable walkthrough. For those who haven't seen this kind of a video, I'm gonna walk through the show floor and show you all of the cool looks, brand new exclusives, and just get you up to speed on the new fashion and different wearable fandom that's being announced or released here at the show. It's going to be a really fun time, so stick around. Before we get started, I also want to just give a shout out to our sister channel, the Fandom Traveler. That's a brand new channel that's focused on tips, news, and tricks about getting to big shows like this, or if you can't make it, we'll cover it for you. So take a look at that. Again, it's the Fandom Traveler here on YouTube. All right, first up, right inside the door is Luca Designs. We've seen these jackets before at San Diego Comic-Con. Very nice construction. These are a little bit pricey, but these are very well made. Nice Ben 10 looking jacket. You can find pretty much whatever you're looking for. They've got all kinds of licensed stuff. And they have sizes up to 4X that you can wear anywhere. Handmade designer jackets, and you can get a look up of all of the models that they have. All of the pieces that they have are up here. This is really nice. I'm not a big fan of these buttons. These buttons feel like they're actually kind of glued on there. That's a little unfinished, but generally speaking, that's not my experience with this brand. And this is nice. Look at the inside. You can see it's quilted lining. You've got a nice pocket. These feel very well constructed. I don't think that there's anything specifically new here, but again, nice to see that they are here. Saturday is the busiest day of this show, and we're just getting started. I expect that this crowd is going to increase even more as the day goes on. Let's go see what's going on at the Her Universe booth. Okay, so got an Ahsoka jacket there. The Skywalker crew neck looks a little new, and I don't think I've seen this Stormtrooper hoodie. Okay, let's see what we've got here. A few interesting looks here. No. Here's what we're looking for. Loyal to the Empire. Let's see. Okay, so this Stormtrooper helmet is stitched in here really nicely. That feels great. I'm a huge fan of the front zips. I hate the pullovers. Let's see, where are we? 60-40 cotton blend. That feels good. And look at these sleeves. The different helmets of the Stormtroopers, TIE Fighter, Biker Scout, etc. That's really nice. That looks great. And then right next to it, this killer Skywalker. I was just talking about this Skywalker. Is this a crew neck? What do you guys call this? A crew neck or?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a crew neck. You can see the cross lightsabers, and then on the back, Team Skywalker. Okay, you got that. That's super helpful.
Yes.
Can I look at that? Thank you. Okay, yeah, so this is Anakin Skywalker. Lightsaber T is the official name, but it's like a crew neck. And that windbreaker we're going to take a look at. It's on the other side, I think. Look at this cool Tree of Gondor bag. They've got a picture of it right here. It's kind of a crossbody. That looks a little bit like something I might expect to see from Lug. Maybe we can take a look at that as well, but I have not seen that in person. Here we go. So this is the Tree of Gondor. And you can see this has got a nice belt loop here, so you can kind of walk around with it on the side. That's pretty dope. Zippers are pretty good, feel pretty good. They don't feel like they catch, but sometimes when you use these a lot, they can change. But I like the pulls on these. I also am noticing the logo is actually on the strap. So you can see it says the Lord of the Rings kind of right in there, burned in. It's hard to get this. There we go, Lord of the Rings burned right in there. That's pretty awesome. And then you can see the different icons around. Okay, now I know you want me to open it, so I'm going to open it. So this pops open, and there's a nice front pocket here that you could slide a passport or something into. Then you've got the zip, kind of small, a side zip, a top zip. Yeah, that's a separate pocket right there. This is a really nice piece. If you need a crossbody like this that can carry about this much stuff, I mean, this is maybe, depending on what you like to carry, that's like a purse's full of stuff. Or a pretty healthy amount of stuff. Not big enough for me to take all my camera gear with, unfortunately. All right, let's take a look at the windbreaker. Near. This is the one on the mannequin up here. This is not the windbreaker. Sorry, friends. That's a jacket, but that is not a windbreaker. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, so this is indeed the windbreaker, and I've got a sneaking suspicion that it actually is reversible.
Oh, that's definitely your size.
Hey, you like this?
That's sharp.
It's a reversible windbreaker.
That's dope, man.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
actually
the inside. Ooh, and
Yes.
these are her Clone Wars sabers.
Yes, good to
Hi,
see
man.
you.
How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm-
People
I like
always
that.
do the
Yeah.
katana sabers, but this is her Clone Wars.
Exactly, that's the
Season-
her Clone Wars sabers in there.
Season 8, that's
So it's a
amazing.
reversible. It's
I
reversible.
love that.
Yeah. Her universe is consistently very thoughtful in the designs and the approach that they put on. Those clothes are definitely designed to be worn. It's not just something that you throw in your closet and bust it out on the one random day. We're just moving through here a little bit. Now, coming up here on the left-hand side, well, look, it's the wall of t-shirts. T-shirts is not something we usually cover on this channel, but we acknowledge that they're there. And to be honest, there are actually a couple of vendors that I saw here that were pretty amazing. Coming up here on the right-hand side, this is the backside of the girls' crew in Star Wars. This is all coffee, which if that's your thing, enjoy. Wonder Woman coffee, that sounds interesting. But what we're really here for, friends, is to see the amazing Heroes and Villains booth. And in this Heroes and Villains booth, we've got a Deadpool.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Excellent. And so you've got this really cool tube for Wolverine. He's doing awesome photos. There are a couple of exclusives here, one of which is every day they were changing out a shirt, I believe, and this is a very, very soft tee. It's a nice Weapon X. That's basically the shot of Logan busting out of this tank over here. And there's one for each day, so that's pretty neat. Here's a nice hoodie. It's a pullover hoodie. I'm not loving it, but this is where most hoodies fall apart, right here at the corner. So if you feel good about the stitching here, you usually know you're going to be buying something that's going to last you a bit. You can see that the pulls also have a nice little pointed plastic end. That's pretty cool. Let's switch to this one, and it's a Logan 1974, which is great. Feels pretty good. Fairly lightweight. Let's check the material, because that's where a lot of things fall apart. 60-40 blend, probably pretty good. A little bit of polyester, but not too bad. Might shrink a little bit on you. And they've got a couple of really nice bags. Now, these are not new. These were actually unveiled at Comic-Con, but there's a couple of nice hats up here. You can see this one, pretty good. They're all, that one's a trucker hat. You can see upside down mutant here with the X logo on it. Here's it's the same one. And this one's pretty cool. This one, I actually have a really cool metal tag. I'm gonna see if I can get in close and you can read that. And this is basically Logan's bag. This whole side, all of these, weapon adamantium claws. So it's kind of like a really cool nod there. That's a nice piece. And then the corner up here is this nice metal. I'm not going to do a full open of this, but one thing that's become more and more popular is these little like optional bags that unsnap. So you can actually take that little bag off, and it's like a nice phone case. That's pretty cool. And I don't know if you get to see this booth if you're not here, but they also have all of these different lore where they show different things about Wolverine. They've got some stuff here about his claws. Pretty cool. Now one of the other shirts that they've got here is this great Deadpool, and you can see it's a MegaCon 2025 shirt. Pretty nice. Very thin shirt. The design is cool, but it's a pretty light shirt. Now this kind of Sherpa jacket is also really nice. It's the right time of year, so it's very heavyweight. You got a couple of nice pockets here. They don't zip though. Buttons are pretty good. Feel nice. When you get up here, this is where you realize that this is not like an actual Sherpa jacket. This is more of like a shirt jacket is the feeling, although I don't know if they would appreciate that energy. The internal flannel, like this, you could wear this on a daily basis, but this is not protecting you from the weather. And then when you turn it around, you can see you've got this really killer Weapon X. You've got a nice logo on the sleeve. A nice piece overall, just be mindful. It's not going to really protect you from the super cold weathers. If you come around, you can see this is one of the things they really went all out. They've got restricted data and things so people can kind of read how it is that they actually injected his bones with adamantium. Just really cool stuff. Like I love the fact that they've got that here. Now I often wonder if they've actually hidden something in here for people who pay attention and appreciate the benefit of the work that they've done here. I wonder if there's like a secret hidden discount or item. I might ask about that. Over here we see the Sherpa on the jacket. Now there's also duffel bag here. This is a Deadpool. So this whole setup is basically Weapon X and Deadpool, and this all kind of came on with the Deadpool Wolverine. You've got a nice little travel toiletry bag here as well. You can see this cool beanie. We saw these hats. Here's a nice Heroes and Villains sticker. Maybe we'll take a couple of those. And then on this side of the booth is actually all about Deadpool and essentially how he came to get his powers. And you see there's some interesting detail here. Now there is a QR code. It's got a Heroes and Villains icon right at the center. You know what? I'm going to actually scan that and see what happens. Okay, well, it didn't happen in here, unfortunately. And you can see some of these more interesting items here. Probably this phone doesn't work. Now, for those of you who have seen or been to Comic-Con, this is what it's like on Saturday here at the show. I mean, we're at a major intersection here, but man, it's actually super, super busy. It's Cusco. All right, so now on this side, we've got this pullover hoodie with the Deadpool icon here. Snaps up. This is 100% polyester, and you can definitely feel it. This is not going to probably be a super long-lasting piece, to be honest. It's got this interesting like Velcro pocket in the front. I'm not really sure. What do you do with that? What do you put in there if you have and use this pocket? I don't know. It's super deep, but somebody must think of something. Also have this really cool Deadpool Mercenary for Hire shirt. This one is not one of the exclusives, but that's actually a nice looking t-shirt. You don't usually hear me say that very often on this channel. We also took a look at the duffel here, and you can see the really nice pulls here. Lots of additional things. You could probably pack for a nice trip there. Toiletry bag we looked at. I think I mentioned that MegaCon is quite the show for cosplay, and here's a great example. Hi! This Retro Kid booth might be just the thing for you, or it might just be the thing for you to feel old. So let's take a look at what they offer here. Now, on the left-hand side over here is the Big Comfy Couch, which was a PBS Kids show in the US. And yeah, you've got the doll and everything here. They had a really nice, if I remember correctly, the doll turned into a girl, then turned back into one and sat on the Big Comfy Couch. That's pretty cool. And there's a lot of PBS properties here. A couple not, though. Arthur, Super Grover I see here. They've got Sesame Street, Big Comfy Couch. There's a Batman, the Animated Series t-shirt. And then Arthur, you see they got a nice little photo op here. The storyboard by Retro Kid. That's cool. Arthur and DW here, both wearing their own merch, which I think is awesome. Let's take a look at what we got here. We'll start off first with DW. Okay, 50% cotton. It's a nice pullover hoodie. So this Arthur pullover is 70/30. A couple of nice things about it. You can see Arthur's dog. I don't remember his name. Let's take a look at the back. It's plain back. Plain back is pretty good. It's a Batman the Animated Series hood. This one's pretty cool. This one's kind of iconic. Got the same energy with this anime Arthur. That's funny. Nice little carry-along bag here with DW's library card with her full name. You see this? Doro Winifred. That's a nice little trivia moment. And then there's some accessories around here also. Nice shoe charms. Here's Arthur's library card. Got some pins also. Very cool. Very cute stuff. Nice blast from the past. Oscar, do you know any other words other than scram?
Yeah, get lost.
Well, all right. I guess I'm gonna get. I live here. Are you from Orlando?
I'm from the street.
Oh, I guess the streets are everywhere.
Well, Sesame.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sure you've heard of it.
I have heard of it. Well, thanks for chatting, Oscar.
Yeah, it's been horrible.
Well, told off by a Muppet. Come on. Next up is Civil Regime, which I got to be honest, I didn't even know that they were going to be here today. But I'm happy to see them. That's very cool. I love the wild designs of Civil Regime. And they've got a collab going on here with Powerpuff Girls, which is outstanding. Oh, man. Okay, so Civil Regime is famous for really crazy designs like this one. Very cool. You can see they got the Powerpuff Girls. It's taped down. You notice the faded look at the edges on the sleeves down here at the bottom as well. That's actually built in. Sometimes even up here at the top, you can see this pre-faded. You can see this pre-faded lead. You can actually see the contrast where it goes from that faded to the normal. Same at the edges as well. Very hard not to karaoke to Paramore.
Steal it all away from you.
And they've got a really cool set here. Wow. Blossom Balls and the Buttercup. So I'm actually going to say I'm a little bit blown away by this. Look at this cool detail here on the zipper. That's the Civil Regime logo. There's another one at the top of the pull as well. Zipper, super good construction. You can see kind of puffy iron-ons, not iron-ons, but they're zipped on here. But each of the girls, the sleeve, these bolts. This feels good. Can I look at the back of this one? So you got Civil Regime in the same font as the Powerpuff Girls. That's really cool. This is awesome. And then matching sweats with drawstring, external drawstring. And also in black, if you prefer black. What a cool piece. If you're curious what those t-shirts are, well, here they are. These are exclusive shirts too.
Can I grab this one?
Nice. So you can see each one of them. And these are, I'll look at the, and you can see you got one for all the girls. They're all exclusive to MegaCon 2025. Different colors. And then the tees, check out the tees. And you know why they feel so good? Because they are 100% cotton. It's probably not that big of a surprise to know that I'm not the actual audience for Civil Regime. I mean, you look at the people in their booth and you get an idea of the people who are actually wearing their stuff. But I really respect and appreciate the designs. Wow, all the halos. Very cool. Really quick reminder for those of you who are used to just seeing random walk around the show footage. I actually did that and walked around the entirety of the show floor. I'm moving all of that content over to the Fandom Traveler. I know I mentioned it already in this video, but I just want to make sure that people are where they want to be and getting the content that they want to see. This video is just going to be about the clothes and the awesome stuff that I spot here, the looks, the accessories, and things like that. If you're more curious about what it's like to attend the show here, then you need to go over to the Fandom Traveler, because that's where I'm putting all that content. I'm looking at that Yu-Gi-Oh flannel up here, and I'm wondering, like, did they just get a flannel, take that Yu-Gi-Oh t-shirt and like actually put it on the back and make something new? It says ethical, one-of-a-kind American Dance Party, recycled. That's super cool. A little bit hard to do that with old hats and stuff like this, but you look over here, there's some really cool stuff. A lot of flannels. We're not going to be able to go through every one of these, but this is a really good one. So it looks like this actually feels, okay, so that's interesting. This feels like a doubled Star Wars bed sheets material, but you can see there's not a stitch in the middle there, or there is, yeah, so it's stitched together in the middle there from a couple different pieces, and then you can see it's on the back of this flannel. There's another one here as well. So if you get and then it's, the original brand, this was an Old Navy, but you put this Distress It here, you got the loop here calling out to American Dance Party, and then what you end up with is a flannel with a one-of-a-kind Star Wars back, and that's pretty incredible. Got some various different things here. Love it. And it's very cool. All these old shirts. I love it. Considering that almost all of the stuff we cover on this channel is fast fashion. Fast fashion means it's usually made relatively cheaply, it's not designed to last, and it rotates a lot of stock, meaning there's always new stuff to take on. American Dance Party is doing something really clever. They're actually recycling stuff, but making it fandom specific, and that's got to really be celebrated. So if you see American Dance Party at a show, make sure you stop in and say hi. They probably have something that you'll love. Duck. Okay, let's see what's new at Pirate Duck. So I think we've covered them before. They have these jerseys where they've actually got the Tron light cycles, and you can see the grid users. The grid, they've got another dark version of it, the grid program. These are pretty cool. They're fairly lightweight, and on the back it actually says Tron 1982, which is when that movie originally came out. Not too bad. Got a lot of really fun games. Of course, we got a BioShock Welcome to Rapture. This is a nice mashup. The House of Dragons, Realm of Villains, House of Dragon. You see some other really cool shirts. Jawas, just when you thought it was safe to walk Tatooine again. This is a really great, this is one of the few times when I'm super excited about actually talking about this type of stuff. T-shirts on the channel, because usually I don't. The Atom Maniacs, that's the Addams Family and the Animaniacs, really cool. Then we got Narf Pole and Wolverine. Then we got some really cool bowling shirts here, where you've got, this is the Naboo Fighter, you got an X-Wing, you've got the Millennium Falcon. These feel nice. So steady clothing. These are probably polyester. Here's Back to the Future. That one's nice. It's like a silk screen on that. Got a couple of other really interesting options here. Ink and Paint Club. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Here's another Haunted Mansions. This also feels silk screen. I don't know if this is gonna last too long. Here's a interesting Figment. And here's another House of Dragon that actually has Figment as the focus, which would be probably plays extremely well here. I'll take one of their cards. Got a few stickers of their designs, and then they've got a few different bowling shirts over here. This is a nice Batmobile one. Again, this is silk screened on. This feels like polyester. I kind of want to confirm that. It doesn't say. Can I ask you, what's the material? Are these polyester? Okay.
Yeah, polyester.
I felt it. I was like, I feel like this is polyester, but
Breathes extremely well.
yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah,
actually
very
wear
cool.
them in theme parks all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. Okay, last and certainly not least, it's the Roosevelts. And the Roosevelts had a lot of new stuff this time around, a lot of good shirts. They had a new Stranger Things exclusive here for the show, which is really cool. A lot of the cast of Stranger Things is here at the event. Today's exclusive here on Saturday is this cool Woody Woodpecker shirt. They also had a couple other shirts that completely sold out of, which maybe I can cut in photos of here as well, which you can see that. And then there's a lot of hype about these size shirts, which is kind of interesting because these are the ones that they have in the booth, so you can try them on and see what size you've got. Just like this gentleman here.
You've got a model.
Yeah. And it says large, and it's got the Roosevelts logo on it. And for whatever reason, people are crazy for these shirts. Rumor is that they're selling them on Sunday morning. First come, first serve.